Hello lovely souls, my name is Samantha James. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Today we have a pick a deck that you guys voted on, and it's going to be all about advice from your spirit guides about your current connection. So this will be involving your love life, and we're going to just kind of see what their opinion is, or better yet, their advice in how to heal or cope with, or all that. Also, I have baby on a baby monitor, so if you just heard that, that is just him like cooing. All right, you guys, so we have 3 piles for you today: pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Pick whatever deck you are drawn to the most. Go down below in the description box, find your timestamp, and I will see you all at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome if you chose this deck. This is such a gorgeous deck. Look at the, I love that. All right, you guys. So we are going to be talking to your spirit guides and getting advice from them about your current situation. So let's see what they would have to say. I have not pre-shuffled any oracles, so we're going to just pull everything freehand. And I have a lot of moonology oracles out just because we did go into a new moon in Aries. There's a lot of new beginning energy, so I'll be curious to see how that correlates. So spirits, angels, and guides, what advice do you have for group number 1 about their current connection? We have the 9 of Clouds, which is the 9 of Swords. The 2 of Clouds. Spirits, angels, and guides, what advice do you have for group number 1? Excuse me. We have the Magician. The 6 of Wands in reverse. The Hierophant. The Oracle of Clouds. Which I believe is the Queen of Swords. We have the Hermit in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. What advice do your guides have for you about your current connection? So I feel like this connection has been causing you clearly a lot of mishap, a lot of anxiety, a lot of indecision about where the connection is going or where you should go. Should you stay? Should you move on? And I think that there is a big part of you that's very optimistic that things could manifest into something better, more stable. You could be in no contact with this person. The only reason I say no contact, and I don't even know if it's a distance, I don't really see a distance, but the reason I say no contact is because of the Swords energy, and it's not the best Swords cards. It's about kind of being alone with the 9 of Swords, and then the 2 of Clouds, neither here nor there. Then we have the 6 of Wands in reverse. So I don't think that what's going on in the connection right now is necessarily making you guys feel very good. And I feel like what your spirit guides want to say to you is that if you believe you can manifest a successful outcome with this connection, that inevitably, and so far just throughout patterns and throughout your own connections history, has not showed up for you in the best way. It's actually put you in some pretty, maybe even depressive spots. If you believe you can flip that around, why don't you believe that you can manifest something just better, period? Why fix something that seems broken? Now, I'm not saying necessarily it's broken. It's more of an expression, although it could be. But it's saying like you have this optimism about you. You have this hope. You have this healing energy. And inevitably, I mean, without question, you guys are spiritual. You're here. You're listening to a tarot card reading. So you're constantly looking to improve. And to me, that gives off huge healer vibes, meaning you might attract connections with people that are, you know, kind of energy vampires in their own way. Now, I'm not necessarily doing a reading on like the connection that you guys have shared. I'm sure that there's been some really great parts of it. And I'm sure there's reasons why you guys want to be here and put in the work. And there's a lot of connections where you should stay and put in the work because it's worth it. But in this spread specifically, just at the point in which I'm pulling for you, group number 1, what I'm seeing from your guides is just that this seems very broken, and or it seems like if you continue down this path, it's going to break you. There's a fine line between like giving away your own self-respect and like crossing your own boundaries that you have set for yourself. So it could just be that you're just not getting that reciprocation back that you deserve. And there's a huge kind of tough lesson here from your guides. I wouldn't doubt that they're normally tough on you, but they just basically want to say like, baby girl, you know, like, come on, like you need to add tax to your value, to your worth. Like if someone is not giving you 100 million, 10%, then fuck them. This person is giving you like a 20% and you're giving them 80%. And like your guides don't even want someone that gives you 50%. Your guides want someone that goes all the damn way. So they're saying if you believe that this could be flipped around, how come you don't put that same energy and that same belief system in manifesting, creating something better, a completely better reality or person? We have the Hierophant here, and it's like you're very committed and loyal to someone that maybe doesn't deserve it. Maybe even doesn't, like I said, reciprocate, but more so doesn't even notice how loyal and committed you are. Like doesn't even understand that like they put you through a lot mentally and you're dealing with a lot already. And it's interesting because we have the Hierophant, and in this card it says unlearn, and I've always thought the Hierophant was about learning, but it's interesting that it says unlearn because it's taking a spiritual perspective on something. It's saying, you know, maybe what you thought was the right thing to do, to stand by someone, to be loyal, to be there for them. In spirituality, we learn that in order to really heal, we have to put ourselves first. We have to heal our own wounds. And by healing, we release blockages that perhaps could be getting in the way of our manifestations that can involve abundance or new love or new opportunities coming into our life. So it's basically saying like, take this commitment that you have, take this manifesting ability that you have, take this optimism that you have and put it towards yourself. Stop putting it towards this person who is not giving you anything. We have perspective here, and you know, it's all about changing your perspective on the situation, taking a step back quite literally from the situation. Like you might be too close or too involved, or this person could be very codependent on you. We have the Hermit in reverse clarifying the Magician. So this is no longer about, you know, seeking some sort of truth from this person. I feel like this person has revealed their cards. They've revealed their truth. And if you're expecting more from them, it's almost like you're not necessarily going to get it. Maybe you guys are sticking around because you want to see the outcome. Maybe you've put so much work in already that you're like, okay, well, I've already like invested and I want to know like the outcome. And your spirit guides are basically saying like, no, like you don't need to stick around to see the outcome. The outcome might hurt you. We have let your friends help you. We have the 8 of Pentacles. So, you know, it's basically saying like, it's not going to be easy necessarily to walk away from this. It's not even going to be easy to stay. Both scenarios aren't easy. So which one are you going to put the hard work into? Walking away, which is hard work, or staying, which is hard work? And which one is going to give you an evaluation of all of your investments in time and energy? Walking away or staying? Because walking away, at least if you invested time, energy, and all this stuff into this person, you know that you're a bomb ass person. You can walk away and you can tip your hat and you can understand that you're a bomb lover and anyone would be lucky to have you. You know what I'm saying? At least you know that you walked away putting in effort, that you're square one, that you're a solid individual, that you have integrity, you have love, and you have compassion. So you walk away with that growth, with that wisdom, with that character. And if you stay, you might continue to pour that into an empty cup, into a cup that doesn't give back to you, that doesn't fill yours back up, that doesn't care. And you're wasting all of that goodness, all that good wifey or hubby material for someone who doesn't appreciate. And meanwhile, your soulmate's walking around town, like in life, and they could have had you. But you're too busy entertaining someone else. And I see a lot of this, and we see a lot of this like in movies and, songs and whatever. It's just kind of like someone is with someone who sucks, and there's a better guy or girl that's like, you could be with. We have trust. So your guides are saying trust. There might actually already be something in the works for you very soon. And I do have my next video is, what is coming into your love life. So definitely stick around for that, because we're going to kind of just dive into all the details. But something seems to be sort of turning around here. Yeah, trust the universe. First quarter moon in Aquarius and new moon in Leo, shine. Yeah, this is all about like taking what's yours and giving it back to yourself, because I feel like this person, amongst giving you anxiety, being sporadic in their contact, they have made you feel like not as confident as you could be by yourself or in pursuit of something else. You could be an Aquarius, you could be a Leo. And if you are an Aquarius or a Leo or have that in your chart, you're already naturally very independent and you're already naturally very confident. And if you lost those natural qualities about yourself in light of this person, that makes me mad, because that means they would have really shrunk your light because you shine too bright for this person. So what do you need to release? What do you need to release is what your guides are asking you. And a win-win outcome is in forecast, full moon in Libra. Interpret that however you want. You can interpret it as a win when there could be a win with this connection. Trust your intuition on that, you guys. Only you will know your own situation and what it feels like is the right thing to do. Or it could be a win-win outcome is walking away, and even though you invested, like I said, you gained so much perspective about the type of person you are and the type of person that you're deserving of manifesting. We have time to go. And we have milk and honey. So it's not like you're going into like an orphaned state. You're walking away and you're headed towards a door that has sunshine and rainbows, milk and honey. We have soulmates on the bottom of the deck. I mean, trust the universe, that the universe and your guides have something so much better planned for you, but they can't lead you in that direction if you're not willing to take a look at it, if you're not willing to really like see what's happening. So let's get some angel answers. Okay. We have within the next few weeks, get more information. Reconsider and abundance and remain positive. All right, really good stuff. Remain positive. There's some definite stuff manifesting. The Magician can also be here, aside from you manifesting, things are manifesting into your life, generally speaking. And you need to trust that all of your hard work, all of what you've put in, you're gonna get back from the universe, and very soon at that. So remain positive and reconsider your current situation and your current options. Group number 1. I love you guys so much. I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you guys at your next video. Hello, group number 2. Welcome. If you chose this deck and this howlite crystal, this is for you. So we are going to be talking about advice about your current connection. So we're going to see what your spirit guides have to say about it, and you know where to go from here. All right, you guys, so I have not pre-shuffled anything. I'm going to start with the tarot this time, and then we are just going to pull a bunch of oracle. So let's get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, give me some advice for group number 2 about their current connection. Give me some advice about group number 2. We have Temperance. We have the 9 of Swords. The 7 of Swords in reverse. Give me advice about group number 2's the Knight of Swords, current situation and connection. We have the 2 of Cups. Give me some advice about group number 2's current situation. We have the Lovers, the 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Group number 2. All right. Interesting spread we have here. Let me figure it out. I feel like with Temperance to start, something is calling you to have patience. With the 9 of Swords, you know, you could be sort of up at night thinking about this connection. This is actually like, you need this video, you need this advice from your guides, because it's like a sore spot. It's causing you a lot of anxiety, and it's causing you to really overthink and not really be able to relax. I don't know if there's like a recent distance with the 7 of Swords in reverse, or a recent parting or moving away, or a separation, or something here, or maybe even it feels like this person's being secretive, but it's hard to pinpoint it. And like, you're watching these tarot videos and you're getting maybe even mixed signals, and it's not really allowing you to understand the situation for what it is. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like you really want to talk to this person, like, you know, especially if they haven't spoken to you, you like don't care, like triple text, double text, whatever. You're like, okay, what's going on? Like, you really just want to like lay down the law with them and try and like figure it out, because, you know, like I said, it's causing you a lot of stress. You're trying to understand this, you're trying to understand them, and it's not very clear. It could even be that you guys really want to see this person and come towards them, and you want to do it now. Like, you don't have the patience to wait for this separation to close. I need to pull Oracle, because I think I'm getting somewhere, but I need to like clarify, obviously. So I might even pull some clarifiers. Came out in reverse, so I want to see. Okay. If it's safe for you to love. Healing family issues. And chemistry. Clarify the Five of Swords. Clarify the Nine of Cups in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So this person is not giving you much to work with. Like, I think you guys, this could be a newer connection. It doesn't have to be, but it's like, you guys have a great chemistry, and maybe you guys went on a date and you hit it off and like you never really heard back from them, or maybe you guys went on multiple dates and like things were really good in person, but their texting is really bad. It's just been sporadic contact. It's been very hard to like read them and understand them, and they're not really coming off as like super available. In fact, they're coming off as like the opposite, like someone who does not have the time or energy for you. And it's making you guys really stressed out because it conflicts with like how they were in person and who they were to you in person. And it's making you kind of sad. And I feel like you guys are like, well, I'm independent. I don't need this shit. Like I'm just gonna hit them up and like have a talk with them and see like what's good. And we'll see what comes out of that basically. And I think it's because you guys really like did hit it off, and you really believe that this connection is something that could manifest into better. I feel like the date did go really well if you did go on a date. With the Lovers and the Nine of Swords. I feel like there is a lot of chemistry, but it's almost like tumultuous, like how similar you guys are to each other, or maybe even triggering. It to me also said, wait, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. To me, this also kind of signals like that there's a third party involved, that maybe this person is with somebody else. Because we have the Five of Swords, and that we have the clarifier of the Five of Cups. So there's, and maybe you already know this, maybe the third party is the Queen of Wands. You guys could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There could be Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries here. I wanted to say Capricorn for some reason. Some of you might be Capricorns. Yeah, I just feel like there's something about the situation that is like giving lack vibes, like the not enoughness. We have Shine in reverse. Okay, so it might feel like in light of the situation, if there is a third party, if this person is with somebody else or dating around, that you don't feel good enough, like in comparison to these people. Maybe you stalk them and like you know what they look like, or maybe you're comparing yourself to them. Sorry, I know that's so annoying. I'm like fucking sniffling. Maybe it's kind of like one of those scenarios where you aren't feeling very confident. Like you really like this person, you felt like you guys really hit it off, but all of a sudden something that has manifested is there's a lot of drama, and there's a lot of like what ifs and what could be's, and it's not very certain like where things are going. And when you hung out, it could have felt like things were certain, like, oh my god, like we could totally be together, we could totally be in a relationship. All of a sudden it's totally not, and it's really hard to decipher like what the fuck's going on, like, and what your next move is. So you're definitely here for advice. So I feel like what your spirit guides would say to you is that, you know, I feel like it goes against what I want to say, but I feel like what your spirit guides would say is to be patient with the situation. You could, like, especially if this is a newer connection, like, this person could have been dating other people, but it's a new connection. You know, they didn't know that they were going to run into you, group number 2, and you were going to, like, knock them off their feet. So, you know, bring love into the situation, be compassionate. Adjustments are required. Give it some time. If it doesn't improve, obviously, you know, walk away. But I think for now, just embrace the flow of life. Try to, you know, center yourself in your own confidence. With it's safe for you to love, I think it might represent this person, but it could also represent yourself. You know, make sure you're giving yourself that good love and, you know, bringing that love into the situation with yourself so that you don't compare yourself to other people, that you feel good and confident and what you guys share within your connection. Yeah, I think it's all about just leveling yourself and your mind so that you can have peace and peace of mind. It's really about relaxing, going with the flow, not overthinking, overanalyzing. Don't stalk a bunch of people. It's really just like your spirit guides are saying, like, we're with you, we're guiding you, we're not going to guide you in the wrong direction. So right now, at this moment, it's not the right time anyway for you guys to be in a relationship, but in the near future, it will be. So compromise, and I don't know what compromise means here because I don't really believe in compromising when it comes to, like, you know, being with someone or starting a connection. I think you should definitely be aware of red flags, but I think in this card, it just means strike a balance, find a balance, you know. Allow this person to have their space, allow them to explore their options, explore your options as well, but understand that what you guys share together is very special and not that replaceable. And in the meantime, you know, try and heal yourself and figure out why you're being so triggered or why you're comparing yourself to other people. What about your inner child is wounded, and that you need to release these things so that you are confident and secure in yourself. All right, group number 2, sorry for all the sniffling. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really hope that resonated. I hope to see you guys at your next reading. Definitely comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hello, group number 3, welcome. All right, if you chose the raw angelite, this is for you. So we are going to be getting advice from your spirit guides about your current connection. So let's figure out what they would have to say. I haven't pre-shuffled anything. I'm going to start with tarot, and then I'm going to do your oracles. All right. Group number 3, spirits, angels, and guides, can you give us advice for group number 3 about their current connection? Whoa. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, all right, spirits, angels, and guides. We have the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Hierophant in reverse, and the 5 of Cups in reverse. All right, so group number 3, what's going on with your connection? So I feel like For some of you, you could be wanting a relationship with this person, or you could really trust them, or feel like you guys are headed into a relationship, like things are going really well and you're sort of expecting commitment at this point. But you're trying to like figure out when. When is this commitment coming? You might have heard it from other tarot readers that it's coming, and so you're anticipating it. It could even feel like that in the energy with them, like you guys hang out quite enough, you talk all the time, like, you know, when are we gonna move this to another level? Is there gonna be trust and loyalty? Are we gonna build that kind of solid foundation here? So I feel like with the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, there's a lot of like anxiety, and there's a lot of like feeling maybe even trapped in this like mentality. It might kind of feel like, you know, you're putting a lot into the connection and you're not getting a lot back. And it kind of feels like for some of you, I'm getting like such a 50-50. For some of you, I'm getting that you've been in a connection with this person, like a relationship, and it's not turning out how you thought it would. It could even be a little codependent, or you could feel kind of trapped. But you're sort of afraid to break away because you're, you know, you really do care. You really do love this person. You know, you're the Queen of Cups. You're very empathetic. You don't want them to feel like rejected or alone, really. But it's not good for you spiritually in the long run. And then for others of you, I feel like it's new and you're like, when are we going to be together? Yeah, so I want to clarify the Eight of Swords and I want to clarify the Eight of Wands. Like, you're still learning about each other and you're still, you know, growing and dating, but it could feel like this is moseying on and it's not necessarily picking up the speed that you thought it would, and you're trying to get this going. I want to clear the Four of Cups as well. So we've embraced the flow of life and take a breather. From the Moonology. Okay, yeah, so the advice from your spirit guides really is like, you know, if this is a newer connection, go with the flow, allow things to kind of, you know, commitment shouldn't be the only goal or the end goal. Just being with this person and having and building trust and getting to know them should be, you know, the part of the connection that is the most enjoyable, that brings you joy. Surrender to the divine, and that, you know, if you're in separation or if there's sporadic contact, there's energies that are at play that are kind of circulating, and there will be more balance. But in the meantime, it's really important that you focus in on yourself and, you know, give to this person as well, and that you are like just learning more about them. Embrace the flow of life. Take a breather. Don't necessarily feel like, if, you know, things aren't necessarily set in stone or clear, that it's a rejection, or that it's a, you know, not very clear. Sorry guys. I feel like with the Hermit coming out, it's basically just saying, like, it's your guide saying, like, you know, focus in on you, focus on yourself. Like, if you need advice, if you need help, we're here, but turn inward, talk to us. You know, you are the Queen of Cups, and keep reminding yourself of that affirmation. Like, you don't need to have anxiety over whether someone likes you or wants to be with you. You are profoundly beautiful and empathetic and understanding and spiritual and motherly and maternal, and anyone would be lucky to wife you up. And I feel like this person feels that way about you regardless, and you just might not be too sure of it. I think that this is headed in the right direction. This is not headed towards something that is going to be sad and hurtful. It's just not headed towards commitment at this moment. And that doesn't mean that it won't. It's just there's some sort of element of divine timing coming out. I think this person has a lot of passion for you. You guys might have codependent behavior, or they might have codependent behavior, and that might be part of the energies that are circulating that need to kind of clear and heal in order for you guys to truly be counterparts and have something divine. There could be an element of a past life connection here. It could feel like this person, you're very connected to them spiritually, and it could even be that you guys like telepathically really connect. Like, you can feel their energy. Like, even when you're not talking, it's like you feel each other. There is definitely a higher power involved here. And with the Queen of Cups, the Hermit in past life, I mean, to me, that definitely says that you should trust the universe and your guides on this one, because they're arranging for y'all to be together. They're the ones, like, you know, conducting the whole show. So if they're telling you to just chill and relax, like it's coming, you should chill and relax. There's no rush as far as like being in an official relationship. And I think that all of the anxiety and feelings of being rejected is unnecessary, and you don't need to add that to your plate. What you need to do is focus in on yourself, your spirituality, self-love, healing, all that great stuff. You guys will come together, and you could even be opposites, like opposites that attract, but you'll come together and you'll co-create. You'll have a really great like relationship and connection. So what do the angels want to say? We have there's something better. If you believe and look for a sign, remain positive and success. Okay. So there's something better than just zoning in on this situation, and that is something that is going to take time to manifest into your life. But it won't manifest easily if you have a tight grip on like expectations. Like, you expect to be with this person, you expect to have a relationship with this person. Embrace like the flow of life, and that allow things to come and go as they please. If this person is meant to stay, they will stay. If they want to be in a relationship, they'll be in a relationship. But if you feel like you have to force things, or if you feel like you have to shrink yourself, or if you feel like you're just naturally shrinking because you're losing your self-worth and confidence, then understand that like your guides are going to pivot you away from this path, because what they truly want for you at the end of the day is something that is special and something that is giving to you. I do think that you're going to find success in either this situation or another one, but what your guides really want to remind you of is that everything is going to be okay. All right, group number 3. So that is what I'm seeing for you. I love you guys so much. I really hope that resonated. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I hope to see you guys again soon.